Cool. All right. And then if at some point you cannot see the presentation, please let me know because I will be sending this video out to folks that were not able to make it today. So actually, before I get extra excited, I'm gonna have you all I'm gonna share this training sign-in sheet with you all just so I can keep track of who was here today. Where did you go? Oh no, now I lost everyone. Oh, here you are. All right, so I'm gonna put this link in the chat. Let me know if that link does not work for you, then I can fix the settings on it. But if you can go ahead and just sign in, it's just gonna ask for your first name, last name, and your email. And I
We should
can,
be putting in our DePaul email, right?
yes, please. All right. I lost everyone again, but can you see my screen, the presentation?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So welcome everyone to our Orientation on Campus Ambassador program. So a little bit about what we're gonna go over today is, again, I don't expect this presentation to be super long because it's a Friday and I know it's the day after Halloween, but I just want to make sure that you all are informed about what this program is, what it looks like, what the expectations are as far as how to complete the program and what some activities you can do to complete the program and kind of build community. But I did want to start with introductions and for some reason I lost you all on the Zoom screen, but let me see if I can get you back. Oh, I found you. Okay. So I'm gonna try my best to keep track of everyone that's in here, but I'm gonna ask you to share your name, what year you're in, your major, and what program you did for study abroad. So I'm gonna start with Sol Maria.
Hi, my name is Sol Maria. Um, Major marketing, and then the program I did two. I did the um, I guess now it's called Culture and Commerce, and I did the first year study abroad, the Pilgrimage of Peace.
Cool. Thank you for sharing. And then next we have Tatiana.
Hi, my name is Tatiana. I am a junior this year. I did the first year study abroad in Ecuador for biodiversity and the modern extinction crisis. And then my major is psychology.
Awesome. Thank you, Tatiana. Next up we have Izzy.
Hi, my name is Izzy. I'm a political science major with an international politics concentration and a minor in dance. And I'm a sophomore, and the program that I did this past summer was the first year abroad in Italy. And we went to Rome and Florence.
Oh wait, Vanessa, I can't hear you. I don't know if anyone else can.
Can everyone hear me? Or
I
is
can
it
hear you. Yeah, I can hear you now.
okay? Um, Emily, did you want to go ahead and introduce? Oh wait, who did I call on someone to introduce themselves, or did Emily finish? Sorry, I'm losing track here. Who was the last? Hi, Catherine. Emily, did you already introduce yourself?
I haven't introduced myself, but I can go.
Okay. Yes, please, if you would.
Yeah, so I'm Emily. I'm a senior majoring in English with a minor in psychology, and I did the TUJ Tokyo program for the winter spring quarter last year.
Awesome. That sounds also super fun. Japan is one of my bucket list places to go, and I want to do the Mario Kart in real life. So thank you for sharing, Emily. Next, I see Jorge. Also, if I'm mispronouncing your name, please correct me because I want to make sure I'm pronouncing your everyone's names correctly.
Oh yeah. Then if we go by George. Just
Okay.
yeah, but hi, I'm George. Um, I am majoring my degree is art media design with a concentration in photography. And the program I went on was like with Emily with the PUJ Tokyo program, winter spring, this past year.
Awesome. Super cool. Thank you, George. Next, I see Katie.
Yes. Hi, I'm Katie. I'm a junior majoring in sports business with a minor in digital marketing. The study abroad I went on was the business of international sports in London, last spring break.
Awesome. Thank you, Katie. Also, I'm noticing, so I'm gonna re-put this sign-in sheet in the chat just for those that have just joined us. If you could please click on that Google Doc and go ahead and sign in to our to the Google sign-in sheet. Thank you. And then next I see Diane. Also, if you're not able to unmute or for any
Oops,
reason.
sorry.
Oh no, you're good. You're good.
So I am in accounting MSA, and then I went to the short-term Taiwan, Japan program.
Awesome. Thank you, Diane. Next I see Isabella.
Hi, my name is Isabella Simkis. I am a junior who is studying management with a concentration in supply chain, and I went on the short study abroad for Italy to study the economic change for spring break. We went to Milan.
Very cool. Thank you, Isabella. Next I see Anaya.
Hi, I'm Anya.
Anya. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. I'm a junior. I'm studying graphic design, and then I've done two trips. I did one my freshman year, the Italy pilgrimage in peace, and then I did a trip to Scandinavia specific to my major.
Super cool. Thank you. Next I see Catherine. Hi, Catherine. Are you able to unmute and introduce yourself? If not, if for some reason you're not able to unmute, feel free to put it in the chat. But that's okay. I can move on. I'll move on to Simone.
Yeah, it's Simone. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, all right. I'm Simone. I'm a double major in international studies and commercial French. I did the first year study abroad over spring break for travel literature in Ireland.
Next we have Frida.
Vanessa, I'm not able to hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Okay. Did you want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Oh, sure. Okay, my name's Frida. I'm a senior and I'm majoring in user experience design, and I did the year-long Atlantis dual degree program. So I studied for 4 months in France and then 6 months in Linköping, Sweden. And the program is so cool. I got a bachelor's degree while I was there. So yeah, I love that program. That's what I did.
Super cool. Super cool. Thank you, Frida. Next we have, sorry, please come back here because the boxes are changed, but I see Tiffany.
Hi everyone, I'm Tiffany. I'm a second year here at DePaul. I did the first year Pilgrimage of Peace program in Italy, and I'm a double major with tax and political science.
All right, that's okay. I will move on to the next name I see. Let's see. Coral.
Yes. I'm a senior, double majoring in finance and business analytics. I did the virtual internship program for last year, and I did it with a company from Singapore.
Ooh, super
Uh,
cool.
yeah, it was a finance internship. It was an experience for real. I got to see how other people in other countries like collaborate and like manage their business, I guess. It was pretty fun.
Super cool. Yeah, I feel like I don't get to hear a lot about people's virtual international experience. So thank you, Coral, for talking about your experience.
Oh.
All right. All right, if I have not called on you yet to introduce yourself, would you mind raising your hand? Because I think I'm losing track here. Um, all right, so we have Emma Munch. And then Catherine, I did see your message. Did you want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Sure, my voice is a little gone because I'm getting sick, but I don't know if you can hear me. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so I go by Lexi. My first year I did the pilgrimage of peace with Anya to Italy, and then this year I did another Italy study abroad, which was about wine and food management.
Awesome. That sounds super fun. Thank you, Lexi. Thank you, Lexi. All right. So I see Umanch. Am I saying your name right?
No, it's Umang, but
Okay, okay.
it's okay.
Thank you.
Hi guys, my name is Umang. I'm a senior majoring in marketing, and the study abroads I've gone to there's been three. I went to first year abroad, the Legacy of Rome, my freshman year. My sophomore year, I went to the Japan study abroad in the spring break. Just studying like small business companies in Japan. And then my last one was the study abroad during spring break again, my junior year, which was to Madrid and Morocco.
Ooh, that sounds really cool. I also love that some of y'all have done multiple study abroad experiences. That's really cool. I'm a little bit jealous, but that's cool. Thank you, Mom, for sharing. Okay, lastly, I think we have Emma.
Yeah, hi. I'm Emma. I'm a senior. I'm majoring in PR and advertising. And then I also did the Temple University Japan semester-long program last winter, spring in Tokyo. It was really cool.
Awesome. Thank you everyone for introducing yourselves. And then again, I put a link, a Google Sheet sign in the chat. If you can go ahead, for those of you that joined us a little bit later, if you can go ahead and sign in. And then I will just introduce myself briefly. So my name is Vanessa Mendoza Hernandez. I am originally from California. I actually just started here at DePaul about a month ago. I started the day of Mexican Independence Day. So a little bit about my background in higher education / international education is I studied abroad my spring semester of 2019, so the year before the pandemic, in Costa Rica, with my twin sisters. So fun fact, I do have an identical twin. And when I was there, I interned at a vet clinic because I wanted to be a veterinarian originally. But then I was also taking Spanish classes, and I kind of really liked that avenue. So when I came back from study abroad, I realized that I wanted to stay in international higher education and teach Spanish. So I kind of switched, and now I'm working at DePaul. I'm finishing my master's in higher education at Loyola. But once I graduate in May, I'm going to start the Spanish MA program here at DePaul. So that's a little bit about me. And I'm going to go ahead and continue with the presentation. All right, so as far as expectations go, this program is really for us to kind of build a community after study abroad. I know students once they return from study abroad, they want to continue their involvement and they want to tell all the students about study abroad. So really this program is for you all to represent your study abroad experience. You don't have to know everything about every program. It's really for you to kind of, get connected with the students that want to learn about your experience. And you want to share your experience, something that was authentic to you and your program, the classes that you took. So that's really what the expectations are as far as what this program is. And then as a part of the program, we have you all kind of complete a couple of things. Firstly, is sharing your experience. So you can just choose one of these options. These options are for you, are a guideline for you to kind of get started and choose how you would like to share your experience. So you can either create a video, you can write 3 blog posts for the Soul Journal. So if I click on this link, it should take us to the website. And I don't know if can you all see this website?
We can't see, like, if you clicked on it and you see it, we can't see it. We just see the presentation.
Okay. Let me try this. All right. Can you see it now?
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you. So the Soul Journal is kind of like a online blog that a study abroad student in the past at DePaul has created. So this is an option for you to kind of write about your experience, reflect on your experience. So this is kind of a really cool way to share your experience. And then let me stop, go back to the presentation. There's also an option to author an article about studying or living abroad in a campus newsletter or newspaper. You can also lead a table at the Global Coffee Hour to connect with international students. So those are usually hosted at the Loop. You can also participate in an hashtag I am DePaul or DePaul Study Abroad Instagram takeover if you do decide to study abroad once more. You can also submit 3 Instagram posts for the DePaul Study Abroad Instagram account. So we do have a marketing intern here in our office. Her name is Amy. So you can reach out to Amy or you can reach out to me if you're interested in posting for our Instagram account. And then of course you can create your own idea on how you would like to share your experience. Just make sure to share that idea with me. Email me your idea, pitch your idea to me, and most likely I'll approve it. I just want to know kind of what it is that you would like to do. All right, so another thing to check off your list is connecting with future students. So again, these are different options, but you can choose one. So an option is visiting classes and doing class presentations on what you did in your study abroad program. And you'll see later on in this presentation kind of a guideline for classroom presentations. You can also attend a study abroad orientation and answer any questions, share tips with students. So if you did a certain program and our program advisor says, hey, Vanessa, we are doing an orientation for the Tokyo program. I know you have some ambassadors that have done it in the past. Would they be interested in attending the orientation session and sharing their experience? So that's an option. You can also, if any of you are residential advisors, you can create a study abroad session as a part of your programming. You can also attend a Global DePaul event. So recently they did a fun and games event. I believe it was last Friday in the Loop campus. So that's another way to connect with future students. You can also present your experience to an organization on campus. I know DePaul students are very involved with various organizations, so you can present to the organization that you're a part of outside of the on-campus ambassador program. Also, you can participate in a Lessons from Abroad conference. So I don't know if anyone has heard about that conference, but DePaul is actually going to be hosting it this year. Last year, it was hosted at UIC. And the great thing is if you register with our office, you will not have to pay the fee for it. So it is going to be on Saturday, February 1st this year. These were the times that were listed last year. It may change this year, but generally it's kind of like an all-day event. And lastly, you can invent your own way, of course. So the next slide is a little bit more information about what the Lessons from Abroad conference is. Again, it's going to be hosted at DePaul. So please let me know in the chat, or actually if you can send me an email if you're interested in attending this conference. But it's basically a way to meet other study abroad returnees. So it's going to be a regional conference. So people from Chicago, from different universities, everybody that has a experience the study abroad program, they're all going to be attending this conference and invited to this conference. So you're also hear from different keynote speakers. I'm not sure if anyone from DePaul is presenting, but you're going to hear from really great speakers that are doing really great work in the study abroad industry. Kind of, I think too, this is a good way to start building your network and kind of maybe even meet people for potentially a job. You can discover how you can work abroad or study abroad after graduation. I know sometimes different organizations that sponsor this conference attend, and sometimes they are looking for interns or looking for people to work for them, which is really cool. And then you can also make friends and meet other students from different universities that have studied abroad in the past. So again, if you're interested in this conference, it is going to be free for you if you register through us. So just send me an email if you're interested. All right, so like I promised, this is a classroom presentation guide, and I will be sending this presentation for you all to you all after this as well. But basically in the classroom presentation, it's just going to be a short presentation about your experience. If you would like to incorporate pictures, videos, that's up to you. But these are some of the things that we would like for you to include in your classroom presentation. So if you want to present to a class that you're currently taking, a class that you've taken in the past, if you're have a good relationship with the faculty and maybe they're interested in having you present, those are some options for you to do. And then again, once you do complete an activity, if you can email me that activity, provide a summary of the activity completed, as well as include the date that you completed it, what the location was, classes or any professors involved. And actually, I did forget to ask in the beginning, has everyone been able to commit on TDS? Is anyone having issues?
Vanessa, I just have one question.
Mm-hmm.
In terms, this doesn't have to do with the commitment on the portal. I committed, but with the activities, we don't have to email you beforehand and let you know which activities we're doing. It's just after we actually complete them, right?
Correct. The only time you would email me before you do an activity is if you're like completing your own, so something that's not already listed. But yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Of course. And then Umang, you have a question?
Oh no, I think I just have my hand up from earlier.
Okay. All right. So we're all good on TDS. We've all committed. We don't have issues. And I believe you can still commit. There's no like, it's not going to disable you from committing. So if you haven't committed yet on TDS, if you could please do that, just because if not, you're not going to be able to be in the system. And I cannot put you in the system unless you commit. All right, so program benefits. So why are you in this program? So of course, it's to build a network. And for me, when I was a student, I was involved back home in California State University, Chico. So that's where I graduated from. But I was involved in the kind of international student organization that we had, as well as the study abroad organization. And I think this is a really cool way for you to continue your study abroad at DePaul. So not only can you form networks within each other, but form a network within students that are maybe interested in applying or hesitant in applying. You can also create a network within our office. We have really great team here. So I think it's important to kind of build that community here in our study abroad office as well. I think you will also have an opportunity to meet our international student community. Since they are currently studying abroad, it would be a cool way for you to connect with them and learn about their study abroad experience here in Chicago. I think it would be, this program is great too, because you're able to kind of reflect a little bit more about your study abroad experience and how, you know, it has changed your academic career, maybe professional career, and help students decide what program maybe they want to do in the future. Also, as a benefit of this program is you will be receiving a letter of recommendation and award upon the successful completion of the different responsibilities listed. So again, you only have to choose one of each responsibility. And then something that we kind of stopped doing, but I would want to implement back is we used to have an end of the year global graduation and celebration. So I know there's a couple people that mentioned they're seniors in here. So I would love to celebrate your success in this program, but also success at DePaul. So that is something that I want to bring back this year or next year, technically. So these are some online resources for you to use if you're interested in making a video. So again, I'll be sharing this presentation after orientation, just so you have these resources. And then if you're ever in a pickle with a student, maybe they're asking a lot of questions, but you feel like you're not able to answer them, please always refer them to the abroad@depaul.edu email, refer them to our website, or even refer them to our Study Abroad 101 virtual sessions. So again, we don't expect you to be an expert of study abroad, DePaul Study Abroad. So of course, direct students here if they're really interested in applying, but maybe you're not able to answer all of their questions. All right, so this is a question that I wanted to ask you. I know y'all are super busy, so I wanted to figure out what would be the best way for us to kind of build community within this program. So an idea that I did have is a GroupMe. However, I wanted to ask you, how would you all like to maintain an on-campus ambassador community? If you're busy and you're like, I don't really have time to meet once a week, once a month, outside of everything else that I'm doing. Maybe some of you are like, yeah, I actually would like to meet once a week in some sort of classroom space. So does anyone have ideas on that? If you don't now, that's okay. Feel free to put in the chat. Email me later on if you do have ideas. But if anyone would like to share, please let me know.
I feel like a really cool idea would be to, like you were sort of saying about having a GroupMe or something. I feel something in that way to have like an open forum almost, or like a group chat of some sort where like previous study abroad students, so like all of us in this meeting right now and more people in that way, plus new incoming study abroad students would be able to connect with any of us, so they could ask just like a general question and be like, I'm going on this study abroad. Has anybody in this group chat gone there? And then they can move forward, like if they want to text individually, or even it would be interesting to have like one main channel almost, and then individual ones within it. So like there's like the European division, or like if somebody is in, like they went specifically to some Asian country or something, it would be like segmented almost. Wait, Vanessa, I can't hear anything that you're saying.
Yeah, I can't hear you either.
I still don't hear. Maybe try muting yourself and then unmuting yourself. No.
Now?
Yep.
Okay. I think my speaker connected to an outside speaker, not the laptop. Okay. What was I saying? So I was deciding between a GroupMe or a Discord chat. I don't have too much practice with the GroupMe, but also honestly, I don't have too much practice with the Discord. So maybe I will send you all an email, or maybe like some sort of poll to see what y'all prefer. In terms of like a chat or some sort of channel that everyone can communicate. But do y'all have a preference between a GroupMe or Discord?
I would prefer GroupMe personally.
Yeah, I think that would be better for me too.
Okay, so far we're leaning towards a group me. So actually, good thing we said that. Oh wait, can you see my screen or did I stop sharing?
No, it's gone now, yeah.
Uh-oh, okay, let me bring it back.
Also, Vanessa, what would be like a way to sort of like promote it? We could make like a poster, like a flyer or something like that, and put like a QR. Oh my gosh. Right as I said QR code, like you pulled it up on the screen. You already got it. Yep.
Yes, I got you. I got you. Yeah, so I do have this I created this group me, but I wasn't sure if we would prefer group me or Discord. So feel free if you can scan the QR code. I'm also going to include this in the email that I'll be sending later after this presentation to join the group me chat. I'm gonna connect with our marketing team and see how we want to include the greater DePaul student community in terms of this group chat, because I'm afraid that it might get a little lost, because I want to find a way to separate the on-campus ambassador group with the rest of the student community. So I'm going to figure that part out with our marketing team. But I will leave this QR code for a minute so you all can join. And then while we're here, so this is pretty much the last part of our orientation session, but does anyone have any questions, comments, ideas regarding the on-campus ambassador program?
If we decide to make a flyer for like not the ambassadors group me, because that's just between all of us, but like a general whole one where like anybody could join it, even if they're not like knowing yet if they're gonna apply to a program or not. I think that it's good, just people that are starting to be interested in it. But if we make a group me like that, like after you talk to the marketing team, could one of us or like a few of us work together to design the poster or the flyer for it?
Yeah, of course, that's a great idea. I do want to connect with our marketing team on that, but I will definitely follow up with you because I think that's a great idea. So thank
Yeah.
you.
Oh, also, when it comes to like the blog posts or even like writing an article, so like the first listing of activities that you had shown, do we just reach out to like a contact? Like, for example, with the blogs, would I just reach out to somebody that works with that and say, hey, I'm a study abroad ambassador and I want to write 3 blog posts? Like, how does it work?
Yeah, so in terms of the newsletter, you would have to connect with the organization that is in charge of that newsletter. So for example, I receive like the HR newsletter or the campus ministry newsletter even. So I know campus ministry also does the El Salvador program. So maybe if you want to connect with them to post on their to be included in their newsletter, you would have to reach out that way. In terms of the WordPress, I actually want to double check. I believe I might have the login information for this, but I'm gonna double check that because I did not think about that beforehand. Yeah, I might have the login information for that, but our advisor Cara Miller, I know she has experience using this, so I'll connect with Cara on how we can edit the Soul Journal. Good question.
Yeah.
Does anyone-
After,
Go ahead.
sorry, when you send this presentation to us, can you also include like a link to the group me as well?
Yes,
All right, thank you.
of course. All right. Does anyone else have any questions, comments? All right, so like I promised, I'm gonna connect with our marketing team in terms of how we want to go about including the rest of the DePaul student campus in terms of communication for something like a group me. I'm gonna send you all this recording. I'm gonna send you all the presentation as well as the link to the group me. And then, of course, if you have not signed in through the Google link that I shared in the chat, if you can please do that. And then if you have not committed on TDS yet, if you can please do that. But I believe that's everything that I have for you all. So if you don't have, oh, I see questions in the chat. Is there a deadline for activities? That's a good question, Catherine. So it depends. So if you're a senior, obviously you would have to do it before you graduate. If it takes you a quarter, 2 quarters, 3 quarters, 2 years to complete the program, you can do it at your own pace. So it doesn't really matter as long as you do it before you graduate. But also you don't really have to complete the program if you're not able to. But if you do not complete the requirements, you wouldn't receive the letter of recommendation or the certificate that comes with it. So just keep that in mind as well. Good question. All right, everyone. So just be on the lookout for an email from me with some more updates and enjoy the rest of your Friday. Have a good weekend, everyone.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye. Nice
you.
meeting you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Did y'all have questions? Are we good? Okay.